At Optavia, our mission is to offer the world lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. The following audio contains the personal testimonials of independent coaches and clients within the Optavia community. Their results are based on the unique experiences of their journey. We cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. We hope these stories inspire you to continue your journey with or join Optavia, but please note they have not been verified and your individual journey to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you speak with a healthcare provider in the U.S. or a doctor in Singapore and Hong Kong prior to beginning your journey with Optavia. Additionally, this audio may contain income or earning representations of some independent Optavia coaches. We cannot guarantee financial success. Success with Optavia is derived from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Optavia acknowledges that this audio may be accessible to Optavia coaches in the U.S., Hong Kong, and Singapore. For independent Optavia coaches operating in the U.S., please see the Optavia Income Disclosure Statement for statistics on actual earnings of U.S. coaches under the U.S. Compensation Plan. Please note that the Income Disclosure Statement only applies to independent Optavia coaches operating in the U.S. under the U.S. Compensation Plan and does not in any way constitute any representations as to actual or potential accrual of benefits for Hong Kong or Singapore coaches under the International Compensation Plan. Yours in Health, the Optavia team.
Well, it looks like we're just going to kick this thing off and we'll get started. I am so grateful for Optavia because it's given me a community of people and family and friends. Yes, it's given me health. Yes, as coaches, it's helped us create an amazing environment for our family. But man, it's you guys. Just love you guys. Love all of you because I know you're contending, you're fighting, you're moving forward for your health. Yeah. And that's cool.
So if you're just now logging on, we asked everyone to put in the chat something you're grateful for tonight. And, you know, when I think about what I'm grateful for, I'm so thankful and grateful that Optavia gave me my life back, you know, energy to survive and move forward. You know, that's what we are doing here tonight. We want to help you move forward. So welcome to the community call. If this is your first time, we're just so glad you jumped in.
Yeah. And, you know, we're going to be talking a little bit about why what you know just ain't so, right? What you know just ain't so. And I find it interesting that this title pops up nowadays. For those of you watching the recording a year later, we're coming through crazy stuff and stuff going on the streets and lots of protests and different things, right? So there's things happening right now that we don't know what to believe maybe when we read something from the news. So let's focus on what we can control. Let's focus on what we can actually grab onto and move forward in. That's going to be our health.
That being said,
hey, we're Mike and Summer Moran.
Hey, we are so thankful to be here tonight and share just a little bit with you about really what has radically changed our life. And Optavia has blessed our family in so many ways. You can see on your screen right there our three boys holding one of our dogs, and me on the right of the screen. I have lost 85 pounds. I would love to say I lost it all on our program. I actually was an avid yo-yo dieter prior to this program, and I would lose it and gain it back and lose it and gain it back. Put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to me on that.
There goes the internet.
Right. Oh.
We just blew up the servers.
But now, since I found Optavia, I've been at my goal weight. So that has been something that has been life-changing for me. And you know what's really interesting is what you know ain't so. Well, one of those things for me was I thought I had to work out to lose weight.
Right. I did too. And I thought that was a huge thing. And I'm wearing, so this shirt says Adventure Awaits. Some of you may recognize this. This is from our last rewards trip when we were on a cruise. So as coaches, we have these trips that we qualify for. And I wanted to throw the shirt on because adventure awaits. So look at that word awaits more. I always looked at the word adventure awaits. Okay, hold up. Wait a second. I think what we want to do when we want to get healthy is do all the things all at once.
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to hit the gym and I'm going to eat only vegetables and drink water, or I'm not going to eat anything for
go
about a week.
Go home.
And I'm doing it all. And that lasts for 4 days, you know?
Right.
And that's what I love about the process here. Is we're taking small incremental steps, building these micro habits that Dr. A talks about. So let's focus on some of this stuff.
So real quick, on a poll, we're going to have this pop up on your screen. Which answer best describes you? Are you an Optavia coach? Are you an Optavia client? Or are you a guest? We just answered we're coaches with Optavia. So we would like to know, where are you right now in that poll? And I absolutely love, if you're not familiar with this screen, this is our Habits of Health transformational system that Dr. A put together, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. And this has been a game changer for me.
Yeah, me too. It's bled over into our whole family.
Yeah.
Because we're helping our boys with Stop, Challenge, Choose.
On the app in the middle, you'll see the second screen
Mm-hmm.
about to pop up. It says Stop, Challenge, and Choose.
Boom, you can click that and you can type in what's going on right now. What's really cool in the app itself, you can go back and read those, see where you are, where you were in your thinking. And that's part of what is powerful about your life book, is you're going to journal along. For those of you, put a 200 in the chat, raise your hand, do something.
We like the chat. Do something in the chat.
If you don't like to journal.
Mm.
That was me.
That was me.
Some of you do, and I'm envious.
I wish I could be like
I'm
you.
envious now. And I tried journaling when I was real young, and I have part of those journals still. And it's so cool to see where my mind was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm not in my early 20s anymore. So use it. I highly encourage you. Open up the life book, put your name in, start jumping in that thing. It's powerful.
It intimidated me at first because it's a little bit on the thicker side. But how do you eat an elephant? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. And really, that's what building a micro habit is. And that's what Dr. Anderson helps us learn in these tools, to retrain our brain so that we can maintain our weight loss and keep it off. Like, that's what the goal is here, not just to lose weight, but to lose the weight.
So the agenda tonight, element 12, oh my gosh. So we're going to talk about mindset, learning why timing is so important in terms of waiting before adding key habits of optimal health. See, adventure awaits. Let's wait a sec and then add some of these key elements. I know you want it all to happen. And then let's work on the skill set, describe why the system works the way it does, and clarify some important guidelines. And then let's get in action. Use a checklist.
That checklist is awesome because it's giving you those steps daily for you to use. And if you use it, you will succeed. And I love that.
So there you go. Reaching a healthy weight is our first priority and the most profound change you can make to your health. There he is, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson, right there.
That's
it's a profound change, right? But that's not the end all be all, right? It's not just hitting this weight. I hit the weight, I'm done. Woo! Now it's like the laundry. Our health has always gotten to be, got to get that thing back in the washing machine and wash that up again and clean some stuff. And now we got to put it in the dryer. Oh, now I got to fold it. Oh my gosh, right? It's a constant moving forward. The nice thing is that you have a pile of dirty clothes that turn into beautiful, clean clothes hanging in your closet. Same thing with your health. You're moving yourself forward and you're creating a beautiful, beautiful situation for yourself.
Health is a journey. It's not a destination. You never arrive. You never arrive. And one of the things that has been totally key in my own personal journey is working on my mindset and the timing of learning healthy habits. Why are we suggesting that you do 5 in 1? Because here's the deal. If you're not familiar with 5 in 1 program, that's one of the programs that we do with Optavia, and it's learning to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. Think about it this way. If you have a baby, for those of you women on the call, and if you nursed, you fed them every 2.5 to 3 hours because those little bodies needed to be fueled. And our bodies are exactly the same. So we're teaching you those habits. And when it comes to having fruit in your program and exercise and whole foods, all of those things are things that we want to include in your day, but we want to start off with the easy step-by-step tools to get you to those habits.
Mm-hmm. And that's where the waiting comes into play. I still did not get it. Even stepping into coaching and coaching clients, I did not understand the exercise thing, because exercise helped me through a lot of junk physically, really helped me push through and get healthy, but not completely. What it did is it put a mindset in me, and I feel like most of us have this mindset of, that's the only way I can get healthy. The only way I can, like Dr. A is saying, lose the weight is to hit the gym. So we got to hit the gym. And then here we are finding out, and we're seeing, oh, okay, wait a second. when we step into these things and get our bodies lighter, we get lighter on our feet, we drop that weight. Some of us are dropping 150 pounds and stuff. Getting into the gym is a whole different world after that.
And speaking of a couple that has taken their health to a whole nother level, and I mean, aged backwards, in my opinion.
Yep.
We'd like to welcome our first guests, Dan and Terry Gerard. Guys, come off mute and share a little bit about your story.
Well, thank you, Mike and Summer. Appreciate the opportunity to share tonight. Yeah, the pictures on the screen are pretty amazing. I remember those days. If I look back just a little over 2 years ago, you would see the guy on the right, well, on the left of the right. So I was 100 pounds heavier. What happened was I got sick and I was not in the greatest health, and I went to the doctor and I got on that scale, and what I saw just scared me and scared my son and scared my family. And I realized that there had to be a change. And what I realized was I was masking what was going on. I was accommodating. I realized that I was thinking about getting a different car because I was having a hard time getting in and out of my car. I was moving from my desk to my conference room at work and just realized I was in pain just walking about 30 feet. And I needed change and I needed health. And so when a friend of ours, we saw their picture and we joined because we needed to lose some weight, not realizing that what we were gaining was so much more, was an opportunity not only to get healthy and lose weight, but also to be joined into a community that is so powerful that it encourages us, it spurs us on, and we just get to love on people. And now as coaches, this is our 2-year anniversary of being coaches, and just getting the opportunity to love on people and watch them win like we won. That's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. And, when I think about where I was 2 years ago, it's really hard for me to actually go back there in my mind. It makes me almost emotional to think about how I felt because I was very disappointed in myself. And I didn't like what I saw in that picture on the left. That picture is the moment that I knew I had to make a change. Now, besides that, I had a lot of health issues going on that because of my unhealthy habits that were really leading me on a path to disease, I was not headed in a good place at all. And I was very aware of that, but it was the picture that made me decide I have to make a change. I don't like that person in that picture. I don't even recognize myself anymore. So someone offered us a glimmer of hope, and it was just a glimmer, but we held on to that and we said, let's just do this. Let's just go all in and see what happens. And yes, I lost 65 pounds and it's amazing. And I feel better. And I've completely turned my health around, which I'm so grateful for. But can I tell you, the biggest transformation that's happened in my life has been the mindset. I cannot thank Dr. A enough for the Life Book and the Habits of Health. Just working on the mindset has been the biggest game changer for me because I wasn't in a really healthy place in my mindset either. And because of learning the tools and the strategies that we have to become the dominant force in my own life and to be able to choose to respond to a situation rather than react has been so empowering and freeing. I can't even explain to you how much I'm a different person now than I was 2 years ago. And I'm so grateful for that because I have newfound confidence and I just feel amazing and I'm so grateful for it. And interesting that we're talking about Element 12 because one thing that I wanted to do was get back to running. It was one of my whys. I really wanted to get back into running. And so I started sooner than I should have. And my amazing coach, Summer, was like, well, what do you want most? Do you want to lose weight or do you want to run? And I was like, I want both. She says, you can have both, but we need to do it in the right order. And that was the best advice I've ever been given because just, I needed to not get the cart before the horse. I needed to lead with my nutrition. And once I did that and did things in the right order, everything else kind of came together. And now I'm able to enjoy the benefits from that. So thanks for letting us share, Summer.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
This just seems like yesterday when we first met you guys. You
Yeah.
jumped in. I'm telling you, everyone listening, this is a powerful, powerful community, a powerful system. It's mind blowing. People are transforming,
It really is mind blowing.
completely transforming. I'm
And-
so happy for you guys.
And I love that we have these tools that we
Mm-hmm.
can help people transform their lives. You know, this skill set, learning the habits of health, the weight loss side, taking in low calorie, healthy fuelings, fueling yourself from food, and then burning that fat. And that's what's really cool is I love our program because it gets us in a mild state of fat burn so that you have energy to do all that you want to do.
And do you see there's 2 different fuel sources going on? How cool is that? Like, okay, yeah, healthy fuelings. I'm having my 5-in-1 and Lean and Green, and okay, fuel from fat cells. Like, we don't like the fat cells. Let's turn it into something good.
Fuel.
Fuel. That's so cool.
Woohoo!
It's so cool.
So we want to do another poll. And this poll, we'd like you to put on your screen. What is your current activity level? So none, neat, sneaking extra movement in. So that's what the NEAT system is. It's extra small movement. Eat, walking, and heavier cardio / HIIT training. So what is your current activity level? And Mike and I are probably in that heavier department because we're taking our health to another level.
Right. So we actually go to the gym a lot. We high intensity interval training, things. I kind of break those up. I do weight training, get into the high intensity training as well. That takes a lot more calories of intake, and I'm also at a healthy weight. That's where I am in my journey. So I want to encourage everybody listening right now, that comparative reality, to compare where you are with others, is not a healthy place to be.
Yeah.
What I want you to begin to do is see where you are, accept it.
Stay in your lane.
This is my current reality. That acquired taste of the current reality is hitting me, and I don't like it. I don't like how this tastes. So then let's take that energy and step into these processes, these steps, these tools that we've got for you. Boom, move forward. Then you can move to the place of really hitting it in the gym if you want to. That's just up to you.
And taking your health to that ultra health level.
Yeah, that's
Because that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
That's
What
right.
I'm moving into.
So our next guest, I actually met. So I was a general manager of a restaurant, and I met this woman at the restaurant. And I would love to say we became instant friends, but this friendship was worth fighting for. Megan Montoya, come off mute and share a little bit about your story.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for inviting me on to share today. So the girl in the picture on my left, I guess you're right, she was just a mom that was fighting so hard to learn what health was. I used to make vegetable drinks every day, and I thought I knew and understood what health was, and I didn't. And it was really, really something that I had to learn. So I met Summer, and I decided, you know what, I don't really know a lot about the program that you coach. I actually didn't know anything about the program that we coach and Optavia. But I remember her leaning in, and I really just told her all the things about my health. I told her that I would eat a cucumber during the day, and then at night I would binge on everything. And she just leaned in and said, I understand. It was the first time that I really shared my heart with someone, and I didn't feel judged. And so fast forward to like 5 days later, I had binged so much that night. I say that very humbly because it makes me emotional thinking that I was looking at my kids and they deserved better. And they deserved a mom that was fully present. They deserved a mom that was healthy. They deserved a mom. I was becoming a single mom, and they deserved a mom that could run next to their bike and teach them how to ride a bike. And so I called Summer and I said, I'm going to do your program. I don't know the name of it, and I'm going to coach too, because I watched Mike stay home with his boys. And so I kind of just dove in head first, and I lost 45 pounds. But what I gained was so much more. I gained community. I gained knowing that I'm in control, knowing that I have the tools to transform my life. I am an athlete by nature, and I actually, right before I started this program, I wasn't able to walk. I had hurt my back and figure out what's going on with my back, but I had hurt my back, and in my mind, I couldn't lose weight without the gym. And so I was kind of forced physically to not go to the gym. And it was the greatest thing ever because I actually learned how to have a healthy relationship with food. I learned that food is fuel. And when done properly, it will heal your body. And I learned that food isn't the enemy. I learned that I have control, and I am in control of what I put in my mouth. I'm in control of my future. I'm in control of my right now. And what I love so much about Optavia is that it is personal development, right? Our life book is 100% personal development, and it lets us take radical responsibility. And so I would say for someone that wasn't able to exercise, it was the greatest gift ever because it taught me that that I can teach others that exercise isn't necessary to get healthy, and it's just a bonus. And so I am taking my health to the next level now, but I've been at my goal weight, and I get to stay home with my babies, and they have a mom that can run with them, play with them, swim with them, hike with them, because I chose to take back control. So thank you for letting me share, Mike and Summer.
And you know what I have now, Megan? I have one of my closest friends because of this program. So I'm so thankful for that.
I'm so thankful too.
Oh,
My mascara is going to be all
sorry.
jacked. Honey, you ruined my mascara.
I'm sorry. I just love what this program does. And here is some action steps to get you to a successful weight loss. And the secrets of success with this journey are so easy. I mean, they're all provided for you. There's a checklist for you to have right there in front of you. But before we go over this checklist,
Yeah.
should we get our poll results?
Yeah, let's see what's up.
Let's see what the first poll. What is your current activity level? None. We got some people in the NEAT section, and some in the EAT walking area, and some in the heavier cardio. I love that.
Hey, it's pretty balanced.
Yes.
Pretty cool. So a lot of people walking, not as many really hitting it real hard. I'm telling you, when you study NEAT points, it's a really long, I could probably come up with it in my head, but for time's sake, it's about, it's thermodynamics going on inside your body. It's really, really interesting stuff. Standing up, sitting down, walking around just a little bit, moving around the house. Those are NEAT points, going up and down the stairs a little bit, not doing a workout, but those things add up. So move throughout the day. This is what we want you to step into. And I saw in the chat a lot of people, and you're me, you that are saying these things, man, I just got into the gym and I love lifting. And that was me when I started coaching. And here I hear this thing about not working out for the first 3 weeks or something. What are you talking about? Well, I understand now, because what happens is your body just, it's not going to really burn a ton of fat while you're really working out very hard. Working out very hard is a great thing if you desire to move into that world. Man, follow your coach, lean into them, ask them, what were they talking about? What should I do now? What do I want?
Yeah.
Where do I want to head?
That's what my coach had to tell me or ask me those questions. Summer, what do you desire?
Yeah.
And that's why I asked Terry the same thing. So some of the keys, as my
Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan again. Some of the keys to our success is that we teach you how to take the emotion off of food and look at it as fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And you're eating one fueling every 3 hours. We don't have you skip meals. You know, I was one of those girls that was just never hungry. And I was like, well, why do I eat when I'm hungry? Well, your body can go into starvation. So it's really critical to fuel your body as scheduled. In fact, your weight loss may be slower if you don't. Get some extra rest. You may feel a little tired during the first 3 days as your body's switching into its fat burn mechanism and gears up to use its stored fat. So take that time to get some extra rest.
Definitely. Drink some water. I drink a lot more than this right here, but start with this. Half your body weight in ounces is another good way to go. So drink eight ounce glasses of water every day. Just drink the water. Most Americans are dehydrated.
Yeah.
And then eat slowly. Give your body some time to send some signals to your brain, let you know you're full.
And then stay busy and avoid sights and smells that remind you of food, especially during the first few days. Soon enough, your own energy stores will kick in and you'll feel more in control.
Yes. So that's what I love, is taking that control back. Okay. So here's some more of the checklist where you can move into using your support system. Call your coach. Ask them. If you don't have one, get a coach.
Yes.
I highly recommend it. And if you slip up, look at that as being tripping while you're hiking. Nobody's going to yell, "What are you doing? Why'd you trip? What's wrong with you?" Unless you're with a whole bunch of dudes or something. But most of the time, it's okay to slip up, get back up. That's the key. How quick can you get back up? Just like your mama says.
Quick down, quick up.
Quick down, quick up. And,
That's right.
it will take 2 to 3 days after a slip up to get back into fat burning, So review parts 1.3, 1.5 in Dr. A's Habits of Health to help you understand what's going on there. Jump in your life book, make it your best friend.
Woo.
Eat.
Again, our
There we go. I know this thing likes us to review. Jump into that Habits of Health, optimize your transformation. Use the app. Avoid exercise for the first 3 weeks. Or if you do choose to exercise, reduce your usual amount by half. That's kind of the key. And that's where you can talk with your coach and figure out your best situation and scenario. So let's ask this question. Are we taking a poll? I think we are. Okay. In a second we will, but what action are you going to take as a result of everything you just heard? What actions are you going to take now? Ask yourself.
Now the ball is in your court. So now you need to take a step. So does that mean you need to reach out to someone that invited you to this call tonight and say, "Hey, I really want to move my health forward"? Do you need to reach out to a coach? Do you need to plug in the app on your phone so that you can track your progress? And here's the poll. How did you enjoy this community time? So is it excellent? Very good? Good? Below average? Or poor?
And
please rate it.
Yeah, and please be
Honest.
completely honest how you feel about it. That's just, how it is. Who really puts poor on this? I never do. I always put absolutely amazing every time when I don't even, whatever. Don't do that. Really, and analyze this, because as a community of coaches, as a community of people, we desire to grow and we want to learn from each other.
That's right.
So yeah, go for it. You're not going to hurt our feelings. And my goodness, there is so much out there for you.
So many resources for you guys. If you haven't joined Optavia 30 texts, you just text 99000, right?
I believe so.
And put in Optavia 30. And that will start your text threads
I'm
going
checking
to
my
you.
text to
Well,
see
good
if-
job.
Let me see real quick. I believe
We
that's
also
what it
have
says.
YouTube playlists and we have podcasts for you. So check out these resources. I know I like plugging these in when I'm getting
Yes.
my eyelashes done. I'll listen to the YouTube channel or a podcast just to keep flooding my mind with habits and health and move myself forward.
Mm-hmm. And definitely ask your coach about the texts and, hey, where's the YouTube thing they said? And the podcast, what's that all about? How do I get to all that? Your coach, your team can help you find all those things and get you hooked up. All right, next week. This is going to be good. If you know Karen and Pat Schatzline,
Woohoo! They are the best.
they are amazing people.
We
They're-
love them.
Yes. And
We're going to be doing a health and hope night.
Yes.
So there's going to be inspiring stories for you. If you would like to invite people, this would be an incredible call for them to come and be a part of, to learn about our program, to hear more inspiring stories. And, Mike and I, when we first jumped into this program, we didn't know that this community would be such a game changer for us. And you don't know what you don't know until you know it.
I didn't know what I didn't know.
No.
I really didn't. And it sounds funny, but really I didn't know that adventure. I didn't know adventure awaits. And the way that that adventure can come is, first, let's get some stuff in order. Don't go crazy. Don't go, I'm going to read the life book tonight. You guys inspired me, so I'm going to read
The whole life book.
Let's hit the brakes real quick. Open up your life book if you haven't. That's okay if you haven't. It's all right. It's for you. Take advantage of it. Go put your name in it. Let's just start there.
That was key
Boom.
for me.
And
I
then
put my
close
name
it.
in it.
And then close it. Be done with it for the day. Okay. And then step in the next day. And that was key because you don't like to journal.
Well, I
Or
didn't.
you didn't.
Isn't that funny? I also used to say that I was not a reader. Put a 1 in the chat if you say I'm not a reader. I used to say that about myself all the time. I'm not a reader. Crazy enough, I crave
Just blew up the internet.
reading now. I love it.
Yeah, she does.
It's so weird how it has shifted in me because it was something that was said to me as a child, and I've overcome that mindset. And that's
Mhm.
what's different about our program, guys. We don't just help you lose weight, we help you overcome
You're a
mindsets.
reader. You're
I'm a reader.
Yeah, I'm a reader too.
Woo-hoo.
Wouldn't you like to be a reader too? And that's how we'll end this night.
That's right.
Go read.
At Optavia, our mission is to offer the world lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. The prior audio contained the personal testimonials of independent coaches and clients within the Optavia community. Their results are based on the unique experiences of their journey. We cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. We hope those stories inspire you to continue your journey with or to consider joining Optavia. But please note that they have not been verified and your individual journey to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you speak with a healthcare provider in the US or a doctor in Singapore and Hong Kong prior to beginning your journey with Optavia. Additionally, this audio may have contained income or earning representations of some independent Optavia coaches. We cannot guarantee financial success. Success with Optavia is derived from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Optavia acknowledges that this audio may be accessible to Optavia coaches in the US, Hong Kong, and Singapore. For independent Optavia coaches operating in the US, please see the Optavia Income Disclosure Statement for statistics on actual earnings of US coaches under the US Compensation Plan. Please note that the Income Disclosure Statement only applies to independent Optavia coaches operating in the US under the US Compensation Plan and does not in any way constitute any representations as to actual or potential accrual of benefits for Hong Kong or Singapore coaches under the International Compensation Plan. Yours in health, the Optavia team.